Hunting season. Exterior, Spurs Bar, night. Samantha Sam Rios, 31, subtly Latinx, sprints out the back doors of Spurs Bar and Grill, trying to put on her leather jacket, but running like her life depends on it. It does. She disappears among the pickups and the ATVs in the gravel parking lot when Jasper, 32, a large drunk hunter in old bloody camo, slams the same door open. His frame, silhouetted by the bar's interior light, fills the door.
Couldn't tell wherever you are.
Sam creeps around the corner of the pickup and squats near the mud-splattered wheel. Jasper follows like he's stalking a turkey in the woods.
Girl, Jasper ain't never been outrun by no pussy.
Sam moves quietly toward her car and drops behind a muddy, jacked-up truck, looking over her shoulder. Her keys arranged like brass knuckles, we see her breath in the cold night air. Sam turns and looks directly into the vacant eyes of a dead doe tied to the hood of an ATV. Jasper closes in. Exterior, highway, dusk, credit sequence. A majestic but foreboding landscape of snow-capped mountains jutting out of the Wyoming prairie pours out before a lonely stretch of two-lane. Reveal, a yellow VW Bug, out of place, heading north. Interior, car, dusk. A rainbow pendant dangles from the rear view mirror as Sam grips the wheel hard in this foreign territory. Interior, Spurs Bar, night. Danny Walsh, 27, white, chameleon, throws back a shot of tequila with male patrons in red plaid and camo. He shuffles a deck of World War II pinup cards and readies for a magic trick. Tammy, 63, a woman as hard as the landscape around her, opens 3 more Budweisers and slides the bottles toward the men, a skill learned over the last 30 years behind the bar. Interior, Spurs Bar front door, same. Tammy's husband and bar owner, Dick, 60, a former high school football coach, erases a chalkboard near the front door. We see him aggressively erase dancers and write in comedy next to the word tonight. Exterior, gas station, night. MOS. Sam asks directions of a woman, white, 54, pumping gas into her pickup on the edge of town. The woman shakes her head and points in the opposite direction. Sam is grateful. She checks her phone for the time and looks at her own gas gauge, which is on E, and says aloud, but to herself,
Jesus, I hope they pay in cash.
Interior, Spurs Bar, later. Danny plays darts with his new best friends. A platform in the BG shows a mic on a stand and a makeshift curtain that might have come from Walmart's bathroom aisle. A sign nearby, special, $15 butt buckets. Show your hunting license. Exterior, Spurs Bar, night. The VW pulls into the gravel lot. Slow motion crosscut between Sam's POV and her face. Gun racks with actual shotguns. A bumper sticker, these colors don't run. A hood of an ATV with an actual dead doe tied to it. She parks. We see her bumper sticker, an image of President Trump next to the words, "Does this ass make my car look big?" Interior, VW, night. Sam removes a leather bracelet that says Dyke and opens a small cooler, pulls out a half stick of butter and eats it like it's her job. Interior, Spurs Bar, night. Danny and his group of hunters throw darts. Others gather at tables in conversation. The air smells like men. Sam surveys the crowd, takes off her leather jacket, and strides confidently into the bar in her cowboy boots, tight jeans, and slightly transparent white peasant blouse. She knows what this crowd wants and is ready, if not willing, to perform. She passes a Latinx boy, 10, too young to legally be in a bar, bussing tables. He looks as surprised to see her as she is to see him. Sam sees the group gathered around Danny at the dartboard, arguing. He says something we can't hear that diffuses the situation. A husky cowboy, Buster, 25, playfully but forcefully hits Danny with his forearm. Danny tries to take the punishment like a bro. He spots Sam and excuses himself. Interior, bar, continuous. Sam sits at the bar as Danny comes up alongside her.
Shit, I think that redneck broke my sternum.
Such a delicate flower, Danny.
What took you so long?
Well, I got a sub job today. I couldn't turn it down. Freshman biology.
Danny could care less, scrolling through his phone.
Was delighted to learn men inherit baldness from their mothers. Such power women have. Anyway, school didn't get out until 3, and then I had to pick up my sister's kids and take them to the Boys and Girls Club for...
The hunters are calling Danny back to the game.
Listen, you're up first, but I'll bring you on stage, such as it is. See, you've loaded up on butter again.
He wipes a small smudge of butter from her chin.
Yeah, well, I'll admit the butter helped me stomach those kamikazes last week. You got those guys in Denver to buy.
Same story here. Move the booze, we can't lose. Happy owner, we get paid.
Danny motions to the boys 1 minute.
I know what the job is.
Really?
He playfully reaches and unties her top to show a little cleavage. She slaps at him.
Fuck you.
You know, we're the backup plan tonight, right? They normally have dancers in, but someone said the bus broke down.
Dancers?
Yeah, horny hunters apparently like their happy endings.
Danny takes a pull from his beer.
I only wish you would have brought your girlfriend. I would have rather watched you two make out than tell jokes.
Sam punches him in the shoulder like a brother, but hard.
Shit. I've seen you handle worse crowds. Go on in 20.
Danny raises his beer and heads towards the boys.
Give me the darts and get out of my way before someone loses a Rocky Mountain oyster.
The men love it. Tammy approaches.
What are you drinking?
Corona with lime?
Nobody drinks that around here.
That's fine.
Dick approaches Sam.
How do you know Danny?
Hi. Do I know you?
I own this place.
Oh, Danny's a friend and mentor, sort of. Samantha Rivers. Sam.
Thought Sam was a man. And white.
Well, I don't know what Danny told you, but I'm hilarious. And Italian, if you must know. Meatballs and the gravy every Sunday.
She does her best Italian accent on this last line.
I have my doubts about a woman being funny. You ain't that on the eyes.
He brushes her as he walks away and motions to Danny. Sam takes a long swig of her beer, and then to Tammy.
Restroom?
Tammy motions toward the rear of the bar and then nods towards Sam's cleavage.
Watch yourself, it's hunting season.
Sam heads toward the restroom to gather herself. Interior, restroom, night. Sam sits in one of the stalls texting her sister. It's hunting season and I feel like Bambi. Her sister responds, shit, be safe, chica. The door opens as someone enters. As Sam flushes, her sister sends a picture of the kids with food all over their faces. She exits the stall, absorbed in her phone, and says in Spanish,
The cutest piglets in the world.
Tammy stands at the mirror wiping off her hands. Sam stands next to her and sets her phone down on the counter. Tammy smells a liar.
Meatballs and gravy? Sounds more like tacos to me.
I'll keep your secret if you keep mine.
Don't have any secrets.
Really? Last I checked, 10-year-olds aren't supposed to work in bars or hunting season strip clubs for that matter.
Their eyes lock in the mirror. Sam feels the weight of the conversation and leaves with something to prove. Focused on the job, she leaves her phone behind. Its case is adorned with stickers, a Mexican flag, and an LGBT flag. Interior, bar, night. Sam approaches a group of men at the pool table. She points at the biggest man at the table.
If I make the next one, you're buying shots.
And if you miss?
He chalks his cue suggestively.
Your choice.
She takes his cue and leans forward. The men check her out from the front and behind. She nails it.
I'm thinking Jack. Boys?
The group agrees and slaps Jasper on the back, which makes him uncomfortable. Sam shouts across the bar.
Better send a bottle over.
Tammy catches Sam's eye with a slight hint of approval this time. Interior, bar, dartboard. Continuous. Danny pulls darts out of the board with Buster as Dick approaches.
Best be getting started.
Buster slaps Danny a little too hard on the back for luck. Dick and Danny walk toward the stage.
I don't like being lied to.
What are you talking about?
Sam is supposed to be a man.
Doesn't matter. She just moved a bottle and she's got these guys hanging out of her.
He motions like he's smashing his boobs together.
These boys tend to break things when they don't get what they want. And I promised them dancers. You're the backup plan.
I got you, boss.
Danny walks away from Dick and breaks into the scrum around Sam, who throws back a shot.
Excuse me, boys, but time to get our funny on.
You owe me a rematch.
Sam smiles at Jasper. Danny escorts her away from the pool table toward the stage as patrons gather.
I hope you brought your A game. The owner just told me this crowd is ready to turn the chairs into firewood if you don't deliver.
If I don't deliver.
Danny ignores her protest and heads for the stage, his enthusiasm gathering as he pretend high fives and slaps one man on the ass. He narrowly avoids a punch to the face. He grabs the mic.
Hello, Wyoming!
The room is as cold as a barn cat on Christmas Eve. Danny points at Jasper.
I know it's hunting season, so I'm hoping that's deer blood on your pants and that you're not actually on the rag.
The men roar and Jasper tries to play along.
Hey friends, I know it's cold outside, so we're going to do a little warm-up. Put your hands together if you've ever taken a piss in the woods.
Some people oblige and chuckle. Danny talks in the BG as Sam waits at the end of the barn near Dick. He leans close, grabs her ass, and whispers.
If I didn't have an old lady, you'd be coming home with me.
Sam grits her teeth and walks past Tammy, who shoots her a dirty look. The crowd laughs at something Danny has said.
How about if you ever caught your limit?
A few more people clap, but a voice from the crowd jumps in.
How about if you ever caught more than your limit?
The crowd eats up Jasper's anti-authoritarian spirit.
Well, our first comedian tonight is about pushing limits, pushing booze, and push-up bras. Order a couple more shots and a bucket of beer, and even she'll find you seem funny. Kidding, just kidding. Put your hands together for a warm-up act tonight, Sam Rivers.
He hands her the mic and she whispers in his ear.
You fucking piece of shit.
You're welcome.
Sam sets her Budweiser on a card table chair she pulls over from stage left. The bottle slides down the chair and falls over.
Shit.
The crowd, mostly men, begin catcalls.
I'll hold your beer, honey.
He points to his groin.
Looks like there's plenty of room in your lap considering I gotta look at those BBs and snub nose before the show.
The crowd howls, but Jasper is embarrassed by the challenge to his manhood.
Couldn't have been me you saw. These guys know I'm hung like a prize deer.
Well, good to know all your male friends know what you look like in your birthday suit.
That's not what I meant, bitch.
He picks up an ashtray and hurls it at her. The crowd gets behind him. Danny grabs the mic.
Easy there, fellas. Sam's just not used to all this testosterone, if you know what I mean.
Enough. Sam defiantly takes a long pull from what's left of her beer and drops the bottle like dropping a mic. She grabs her coat and makes a dash for the door. We hear Danny in the background trying to save his paycheck. Exterior parking lot. Later. Sam runs for her car, fumbling for the keys. Jasper stumbles out of the bar, looking for her amongst the pickups.
Cunt out, wherever you are.
Sam creeps around the corner of a pickup and squats near the mud-splattered wheel. Jasper follows like he's stalking a turkey in the woods.
Girl, Jasper ain't never been outrun by no pussy.
Sam moves quietly toward her car and drops behind a dirty, jacked-up truck, looking over her shoulder. Her keys arranged like brass knuckles, we see her breath in the cold night air. So does Jasper. Sam turns and looks directly into the vacant eyes of a dead doe tied to the hood of an ATV. Jasper stumbles as he hits his leg on a bumper hitch.
Motherfucker!
Sam spots her car and makes a run for it. Jasper, limping, follows. Sam ducks behind the passenger side of her VW, searching for the right key. Footsteps close in. Sam picks up a rock and tosses it in the opposite direction. Boom. Jasper takes the bait and moves away long enough for Sam to climb in through the passenger side and into the driver's seat. Jasper hears the engine and reverses course. Sam sees Jasper in the rear view and spits gravel. He slings his beer bottle at her and it explodes on her trunk.
Fucking dyke! You can't outrun me!
Exterior, interior, highway. Later. Sam passes the gas station and drives into the darkness. Outside of town now, the car starts to sputter and Sam looks at her gauges. Out of gas.
Bad to fucking worse.
She pulls her AAA card from her wallet and frantically checks her jacket for her phone.
Unfucking-believable. My phone. Where the hell is my phone?
She leans over to the glove box, finds a napkin and pink marker. With the dome light on, she writes, "Went for gas, back soon." She slides the note on the dash, removes the rainbow pendant, and sees headlights in the distance in her rear view. She hurriedly shuts off the dome light.
Shit.
Sam climbs out of the car and stumbles into the crusty snow at the road's edge, almost crawling. She gets to a barbed wire fence and awkwardly climbs through, snagging her jeans. The lights close in. In the dark, she falls over a downed fence post and lies flat behind it, facing the snow. The truck stops. The door opens and shuts. We hear boots on the blacktop and see the beam of a flashlight. Sam tries to slow her breathing. The light shines on the note in the windshield and suddenly searches the darkness. It finds the tracks in the snow. We hear the crunch as they follow. The beam finds Sam.
What the hell are you doing out here in the field? You're gonna freeze to death.
I thought, Jesus, get that light out of my face. I'm out of gas.
Tammy holds up Sam's phone.
My grandson found this when he was cleaning the bathroom. You left so fast I couldn't return it. Come on, I'll give you a ride.
Interior, exterior, Tammy's truck. Later. Tammy has the wheel as a rosary hangs from the rear view just above a collection of Beanie Babies. She's wearing a cowboy hat. The Mexican boy from the restaurant sits between the women. Sam nods toward the boy who play fights with the Beanie Babies.
Your grandson?
Say hello, baby.
Hello, baby.
This kid cracks me up.
Tammy and Carlos share a look. Sam is surprised by the warmth between this duo. Tammy starts the truck and heads back toward town. Exterior, interior, Tammy's truck. Later. Tammy pulls into the station and puts the truck in park. Carlos and Sam are playing together with the Beanie Babies.
Jasper didn't mean nothing. He's a good guy. Packed my freezer with venison last week.
Good for Jasper.
What do you expect?
Expect?
You walk into the joint and wave your tits and ass in their face. What are they supposed to do?
Language.
Sam stops playing with the Beanie Baby.
Really? Really? That bar owner grabbed my ass like he owned it.
My husband was just playing with you.
Your husband?
43 years in January.
How much shit have you had to swallow?
Language.
Sam is out of the truck and tosses the Beanie Baby to Carlos. We watch her from Tammy's POV. Tammy fumes while stroking Carlos' head. Sam exits with a gas can and pumps a gallon. Tammy cracks her window and lights a cigarette. Carlos fiddles with the radio, passing up the Spanish music station for country. Sam puts the gallon in the back and gets back in the cab. Tammy wheels the truck back onto the highway. Exterior, interior, Tammy's truck. Later. Tammy pulls up behind the VW.
We're on the same side here.
What side is that?
Tammy takes a drag and blows it out.
My grandson, growing up here, I see what it's like.
Seeing from the outside is one thing. Living in the skin is another.
It's so easy to come here from wherever and think you know everything about everybody.
It's not easy at all.
They both look at Sam fiddling with her Mexican and LGBT flag phone case. Sam pats Carlos on the head.
Take care, bud. You're fucking adorable, you know. Oops, language. My bad.
They share a smile and Sam exits the truck. Exterior, Sam's car. Later. Sam replaces the gas cap as Tammy helps Carlos hold a flashlight, her arm draped casually over her grandson.
Listen, thanks for my phone and the lift.
You know, their bark is worse than their bite.
Tell that to the deer in your freezer.
Sam gets in the driver's seat, the door open.
Don't you get tired of defending them?
My boys in the bar, it's all I got. How they are, it's biblical. God just wired them different. Now Jasper should have never tossed that ashtray at you. That's over the line. Right, baby? Grandma told you better than that.
Carlos nods. Sam slams the door, starts the car, and then rolls down the window.
Well, I'm glad you've got each other. I really am. But you've got to know,
She struggles to find the language to articulate her rage.
I'm a Latina lesbian in rural Wyoming. What was I thinking? Danny's as clueless as they come, outing me in front of a room full of horny hunters. Your husband grabbed my ass. Your husband, one of your boys, one of your boys would have done a lot worse had he gotten a hold of me, but if I'm being honest, it's the same shit, different day. Wake up! It's hunting season. Every damn day. Every damn place. For me, for you, and for your grandson there.
Sam rolls the window up and drives into the darkness. Tammy and Carlos stand in the light from their headlights. Interior, Tammy's truck. Later. Tammy and Carlos climb into the truck cab.
Sorry about the language there, baby. Buckle up now.
Carlos is still, pressed against the passenger side door.
What's wrong, baby? Come here, kiddo, what's up?
What's a beaner, Gima?
Where'd you hear that?
Jasper and them guys. They called me, a fucking beaner. Sorry.
Tammy holds him close as her heart breaks. She looks down the abandoned road for a long time, thinking. He picks up the camo Beanie Baby from the seat and sets it back on the dash.
Are we going back?
Tammy starts the engine and pauses.
Buckle up, baby.
Carlos buckles up. They sit in silence, looking ahead. Tammy checks the rear view, uncertain about her next move. The end.